Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking all about this, which is my haul from the VIB sale, which is a spring one, 15% off for VIB Rouge and VIBs, 10% off for Beauty Insiders, and the dates are scattered, so I will include them all in the info bar down below. So you can get all the information you need, including all the links for everything I mention, everything I'm hauling, also in the info bar for you. I also will make sure to link everything important that I have on my face because I'm wearing my current kind of everyday makeup and skincare, and I feel like that might be useful for you if you don't want to wait until Monday when I will be uploading my full-on get ready with me morning routine for before work every day that I do. So keep an eye out for that. Definitely subscribe if you'd like to see that. It's coming soon, and it is an unapologetically very large haul. I can raise my right hand and say I have not bought anything since Vlogmas in December. Cosmetics wise, do let me know if you would like to see Insta Story demos for a lot of these cosmetic products, and I will do that for you over the next few days. Let's get right into this big bag of stuff. It is so big and full that it is actually cracking. Can you guys see that on the sides? And I had to put it in my Longchamp tote to get it home because I knew it was not going to survive the rain. So first of all, before we get into the products, some of you may be curious as to what the freebie is. This year it's kind of different. It's not a reusable tote. It's actually a little card case, which is super cute. I like the way the red lips are metallic. And then I want to thank all of you who responded to my Insta story asking if the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia was worth it and good for someone who is not obsessed with the red tones. In fact, I would say I'm kind of averse to red tone makeup because I feel like after a long day at work, I don't know if they're too bad right now, I get slightly, pink eyes, and I don't want a palette that's gonna really bring that out. So a lot of you said that you absolutely love the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. For me, it's a much better fit than the Modern Renaissance palette, which I know a lot of bloggers really love because there's a lot of mattes in here and really wearable colors. And once I had a swatch in the store, I could see why so many of you really love this palette. It actually really reminds me of the Lorac palette, if you guys remember way back when that was huge. All the colors are really wearable. Even the ones that look like they're going to be glittery are actually just like a soft shimmer once they're applied. And if you look closely, even though yes, it skews towards warm tones, only I would say one of those colors really has that much red in it, and that's Mulberry, and it actually looks gorgeous. I think a little bit in the crease will actually look really nice on me. And I also really appreciate that they included a peach blending type color called Orange Soda, which is really unique, and I actually have a color like that in my really old MAC palette, and it's really hard to find color, but it's actually amazing for blending your crease and kind of going into the brow bone. So I'm really excited about this, and it's actually one of the items that I rushed towards as soon as the doors opened. I was there at 10 a.m. bright and early, ready to get everything on my list because my store here in Vancouver definitely sells out quickly of the good stuff, and they only had a few palettes left, and I was very excited to see it. I think it's more fun if I just reach in and kind of alternate with things. So I have a lot of skincare in here, a lot of cosmetics, and even a few random type items. And this one is in the repurchase skincare category. This is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I got not one but two of the big size, so there are 60 in each of these. These are a must-have item for me skincare wise. I have only managed to last about 10 days without them now, and I definitely have noticed a difference in my skin, especially around my nose, little flakes appearing where they normally are not when I'm using these. I use them, I'd say, every other day or thereabouts, but they are gentle enough that you could use them every day, and it just really helps to resurface your skin in a gentle gentle way. I think they'd be perfect for sensitive skin, and for me, things like that really help to keep any potential blemishes at bay. So from the makers of the infamous Bum Bum Cream, I saw this Brazilian shower cream gel, and the smell of this is pistachio caramel, and I have to say, oh my god, it smells so good. It's definitely heavier on the caramel front, but it's very delicious, not overly sweet or sickening at all, and I think it's going to be really nice as a treat in the morning in the shower. It has a lot of really nice moisturizing ingredients in it as well, like coconut oil, so I'm really excited to try this. I've never really tried a high-end shower gel before. Also desperately needed on my list was some brush cleanser, so I actually got the liquid blender cleanser. I previously had tried the solid, so I thought I would try the liquid instead for a change, and I really like the solid, so I feel like these are really high quality cleansers for your brushes and for your beauty blenders as well. Here's another repurchase, Shiseido Bio Performance. Of course, this is my holy grail every night before bed moisturizer. I don't think I would ever stop using it. It's what my mom has always used, so the smell reminds me of her and she swears by it. And it's a hyaluronic acid based moisturizer, so if you're looking for something plumping, I can't honestly think of anything better. Getting into some makeup, this is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer that has recently been completely repackaged. They've actually repackaged quite a bit of their line, and interestingly, I did decide to get the Chocolate Soleil, not the Milk Chocolate Soleil, which, looking at my skin tone, you might be surprised about, but I think it's a much better pick for me because it's actually a little bit more cool toned than the Milk Chocolate Soleil is, and I'm well aware that it is not the proper way, but I really like using a cool toned bronzer for contouring because I find most contours on the market look way too heavy on my pale skin tone, plus I don't have time for it in the morning, so I'm planning to use my NARS Laguna to warm up my skin, which is my current makeup that I'm wearing right now, but I'm going to use a little bit of this to contour as well, and it didn't hurt that the new packaging I think is really gorgeous and cute, and it definitely has that kind of confectionery look to it. And it still has that classic chocolate scent that they are very famous for. So, I don't know, I think they've done a really good job. I really like Too Faced. I feel like the products are cute, but the quality that they offer does kind of underpin all of that cuteness. In my Insta stories, I mentioned that I was definitely going to be buying a new scent for spring and summer. Last year, I used the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc all through the season. If you're looking for something that's very sophisticated and beachy, I highly recommend it. I definitely will continue to use it myself because it's one of my all-time favorite fragrances. I do like to treat myself to a new perfume occasionally. So this is the Tom Ford Mandarino di Amalfi. It's meant to smell like the Amalfi Coast. I actually have family that lives on Capri, so it's kind of a nice sweet choice for me, and I have to say it does really smell like it does there. I got the 30 milliliters just so that I could feel like I would kind of use it up by the end of the season, but of course it comes in a larger size as well. And I just love the transparent aqua bottle. I think it just looks like a beautiful ocean. And talking about what it actually smells like, it has spicy citrus notes to it, like a sexy orange, but it also has definitely like a substantial amount of white flour to it and a little bit of sea salt as well, but not as much as I would say Soleil Blanc has, which is more like coconutty, sea salty. I really love how this smells. I feel like if you like one, you will like the other. Another tip for you is I also smelled Nectar by Commodity in the store, and I have to say they are extremely similar. They both have white flower and orange type citrus and a hint of like spiciness and neroli to them. I would say that the Tom Ford is more on the citrus end of things, whereas the Nectar by Commodity is maybe a bit more heavy on the white flowers. But both of them are wonderful, and I have to say I was a little bit torn, but I wanted to go with the Tom Ford because it has a bit more of a spicy citrus to it, which I really enjoy. But the commodity one is definitely a bit more affordable. It seemed like an impulse crazy buy to get in a Sephora sale, but I picked up another Nest candle. This scent is one of their classics. It's apricot tea, one of my all-time favorites. I think this is a candle everyone would like, so if you're ordering online, you don't have the chance to smell it in the store, then I would say this one, apricot tea, or the vanilla one, which I will link down below, are both wonderful choices that would be a wonderful gift, and they're very inoffensive if you're entertaining. I feel like everybody would love them. So on the day-to-day, I use Maybelline The Rocket. It's what I'm wearing right now. I do really like it. What I love a little bit more is the finish of the Lancôme Hypnose, and it also has an old-fashioned wand, which I really enjoy because this one is really well designed and it distributes the product really well without creating clumpiness. The formula has a nice inky black shiny finish, but not too shiny, not unnaturally so, that I find not a lot of drugstore mascaras have. There's just a beautiful finish to it once it dries, and it's really easy to work with. So I really love this one. I have to say I actually don't love the one with the curvy wand. I don't like any of the other additions. I like the old original one, and if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. This item, I have to say, as much as I'm obsessed with makeup research and I've been reading reviews on the Sephora site and blogs for months before the sale, I hadn't heard anything about this product. This is The Influencer by Sunday Riley. I don't know how I missed it coming out. It is a clean longwear foundation. It has a lot of really bold claims on the back. It says that it is clean, natural looking longwear coverage that doesn't disappear even through workouts, humidity, or days when you are feeling extra oily. It has a satin matte finish that doesn't dry you out, and it is enhanced with Canadian willow herb. So representing Canada through Canadian willow herb in this product. I don't know, I thought that was kind of fun. I have to compare it to the next product, which you guys are probably really sick of me mentioning, but of course I had to repurchase another one. This is the Clinique Acne Solutions BB Cream. I get the color light, and to me it's really a light foundation. I use it every single day. I have the Laura Mercier new foundation for special events or photo shoots or things like that where I want more coverage, but I would say like 320 days of the year, this is what I'm wearing. And I was really interested to see that when I swatched this foundation, it had a lot of the same qualities that I really enjoy about the Clinique BBs. So this is the kind of product that I feel like would make a good Insta story demo. My swatching it isn't really going to tell you how well it will perform or look on the skin. Is it going to break up? Is it really going to last as well? Is it going to be drying or moisturizing? All those things we need to find out through trying it. But I really like the simple packaging. Another skincare item is the Laneige Special Care Time Freeze Sleeping Mask. My mom is coming home from Hawaii soon, and I kind of thought she and I would try this out together. It is a sleeping mask, so it's an overnighter. It has peptides in it, and it's meant to be extra plumping and improve your skin's hydration and elasticity. I have to say I'm very, very impressed by Laneige masks. They sent me the water sleeping mask, and I really like it. Didn't tell me to say anything in this video at all. I just think they have really high quality products for the price. I also myself with my own money bought the clay mask, and if you're looking for a new clay mask, it is my favorite that I have ever bought. So I'll link it down below. I know I'm going on a tangent, but because those two were both really good, it makes me excited to try another one from them. And it has very like fancy La Prairie looking packaging, so it's definitely a little bit more premium than the other masks that I have tried, but if it's even just as good than those, then it'll be a really good mask to add to my kind of spa time pampering routine. Decided that it was a wise choice to get another Becca powder highlight because I'm actually pretty much out of champagne pop. I just have a little ring left, and I've definitely hit pan quite a while ago. It's what I'm wearing right now. I am on that bed bandwagon. I do think it's all that. It's a really great highlighter. Becca makes some of the best highlighting type products on the market. I had never heard of this color, Vanilla Quartz. I think it's been out for a little while, and I have to say, I think I might even like it better than Champagne Pop because it has a little bit less peach in it. So if you are really fair skinned, I think this might be a really nice option. I really like how it's a champagne color, but it also has a hint of rose to it. So I think it'll be really pretty on the skin. I'm not saying it's gonna replace Champagne Pop, but I think it's different enough as well that it's nice to have both. It's funny that I never wanna put in too much effort with my contour. I want that to be really easy. Same thing with my foundation and concealing routine. But for highlight, I will absolutely spend like that extra couple of minutes in the morning to make sure my highlight looks really good before I head to work. I think one of the reasons for that is that I never want to look too caked up under those office lights, but equally I feel like a well-applied highlighter takes those lights and uses them to your advantage so that you kind of look lit from within as the light comes down on your face. So I will absolutely use a cream and then a powder on top to set my highlight, and I've never really found a cream highlight that I truly love. So I decided to try this new Hourglass stick. And oh, we have a guest again. Little guest star. So I decided to try this Hourglass cream highlight, and I really like that this isn't too liquidy. I feel like that makes it a lot easier to work with and kind of blend into your skin, and it's not going to create too much of a thick layer if you have something that's already kind of setting towards a powder and then you use another powder on top to complement it. Another repurchase, and this is a must-have in my Insta stories. I actually put this down as the one product that if you were like just to get one thing, you should really consider. That's because no matter what eyeshadow you're wearing, where you get it from, what brand it is, if you are not in some way priming your eyelids, it will crease on most people, myself included, and I never ever was able to have crease-proof eyeshadow until I tried this primer from NARS. So I always repurchase a tube. I've been using it for something like a decade now. It really changed my life because I used to have really oily eyelids and I could never understand what to do to prevent creasing, and then I tried this one. I've tried a few others over the years, and I don't think any of the others on the market, including the Urban Decay and the Laura Mercier, that I've tried and like, but none of them are just as great of a base. Another product that I would seriously recommend that you consider for just kind of its amazing performance is the All Hours Concealer from YSL. I am the most difficult person when it comes to concealers because I refuse to set them with powder. I'm a really bad blogger that way. I don't like baking for the day-to-day before work. I think it feels and looks too dry. It looks great in photos though, so I'll do it for a photo shoot, but that's about it. So I expect my concealer to apply easily, be invisible, and stay on all day without creasing, without being topped by a powder, which is really, really difficult to find. And I have really never found that until I tried this concealer, which is on the newer side from YSL. So I really highly recommend that you try it. It's actually surprisingly thin for a long wear, I would say fairly high coverage concealer, and that's something that I love about it. It's so easy and creamy to apply, and it dries fairly quickly but not too quickly, and I'm wearing it right now. I mean, this is really a backup because I'm nowhere near done my tube, but the idea of running out and then not having it for a while and having to go back to something else that I used before is not good to me. Next up, okay, we're going to do a little demo now, and this is as a result of a promise and a conversation with one of you guys. So you may know that I love the Tint in Oils from YSL, probably my favorite lip product brand, and so I have really unreasonable expectations that this new line, the Volupté Liquid Color Balm, is going to like rock my world, and so we're going to find out together right this minute. If I can find a mirror. I can. Got the color number 12, Chase Me Nude, the most basic of all the colors that they had. But I have to say a lot of them were kind of more on the berry side, which I'm not really feeling at this time of year. So I just wanted a good nude. and I'm deliberately wearing nothing on my lips to film. So I think the idea is, as opposed to being an oil-based stain, this is more of like a cream-based balm / liquid lipstick. What do you guys think? I have to say, I really like how it feels. It has a kind of cooling, unexpectedly cooling, water-like feel to it. I was expecting it to feel more thick. Even after swatching it in the store, the way it came out of the tube it felt more like a thick liquid lipstick. So it actually applies, once you're, putting it on your lips, rather thinly, and you don't get a lot of pigmentation out of it. But nonetheless, you can see it doesn't look like I have nothing on my lips either. It looks like more than a lip balm. So I really like that. I'm hoping that, like the tinted oils, it will leave a little bit of a stain, because that's one of the things that I really, really love about that product, is that you apply it, and even if you apply it in the morning before you've had your breakfast and then you eat it, you will still have something left from your work and effort. You will have a really nice light stain and kind of moisturized effect, and that's what I love about the tinted oils. It actually has a glossy finish, but it's not super glossy, and I'm very appreciative of the fact that it is not sticky. So no surprise, given everything that I've waxed lyrical about, that I got another lip product from Elle. So this is a fuchsia color, which I am very much in need of because I don't own a lipstick in any kind of hot pink at the moment. So my favorite colors from this line, which is the Rouge Pure Couture, is number 4 and number 10. This is from their mattes line, so it's number 208, and it's called Fuchsia Fetish, or Fuchsia Fetish, and it is a really bright watermelon. Isn't that gorgeous? I actually have a very specific look style-wise that I want to wear this for, and it's whenever I pull out a red dress and I want to make it look a little bit more modern. I'm thinking back specifically to the look that Blair wore to meet Chuck in Gossip Girl, the train station, and she had this insane red ball gown on and some kind of fuchsia jewels. I'll have to look up a photo, I'll include it. And she was wearing like a bright hot pink lip, and that look has somehow ingrained itself in my mind. With movies, it's sometimes like that. I don't know if you guys feel me on that. Then like the number 4 Rouge Vermillon is my all-time favorite lipstick because it is a wearable red that looks wonderful on everyone, and I don't need to repurchase one because I still have one from November, but highly, highly recommend that lipstick as well if you're looking to pick up a new lipstick. Another line that I generally recommend is the Dior Attic Lip Glows. These have been super hyped by bloggers, so you already know a lot about them, I'm sure. But they're a really neat product. If you're looking for just a product you can apply without a mirror, just at your desk quickly to have a little bit of color on your lips, the original one is gorgeous. The fuchsia one is gorgeous. I have both of those, and I wanted to get a third, so this is a coral one. And I was a little bit on the fence as to whether or not this would look too orange, because you can see the tube. In the tube, the product is a true orange. But once it's applied on the lips, it actually does not look orange at all. It blends in with the tone of your lips, and these kind of change colors. And I would say it's a coral, not an orange, as it's called. The name is accurate. So it's a color 004, and I love the formulation of this. Very balmy, moisturizing, and also leaves a stain behind even once the balm is gone. Now lastly, I was very excited to see that Sephora carries this brand because they make my favorite lip balm, and it used to be extremely hard to find because only Boots in the UK would sell it. I discovered this while I was at university in England. It's Lanolips lip balm, and they now also make a hand cream that smells like rose. It has a very like Jo Malone-esque kind of scent to me, and it's not too expensive either, which I appreciate out of a hand cream. So I'm very, very excited to start using this. I actually think I'm going to keep this one at my desk because it's just a nice scent. I feel like I'll enjoy the experience of putting it on at work, and I tried some on my hands in the store and I was impressed that it was not greasy. I have the last impulse buy, but it's really actually quite a smart purchase because it's surprising given my skincare obsession that up until now I did not have a vitamin C serum, and I was looking for a new serum. I had a few on my list that I was thinking of, but nothing really 100% convinced me, and so I found this Ren Clean Skincare Radiance Perfection Serum, which has a number of good ingredients that I've heard are really great for skin, like licorice, hyaluronic acid, of course, and magnesium, and it also has vitamin C, which is something that, like I said, I do not otherwise have. I would say it says apply under moisturizer in the morning and under night cream in the evening. For me, this is going to be mainly night-based because I know vitamin C increases your sun sensitivity, so I wouldn't necessarily apply this in the morning. Not that I really get that much UV rays at my desk, but you know. I really like that this is a pump applicator as well. I feel like that's really easy, and it was a pretty good price point for an active ingredient serum. I feel like those tend to be really pricey. I'm going to try and just put this up as soon as possible, so apologies for lack of editing or any imperfections in the video, but I just want to get it to you as soon as possible because I know some of you are waiting for it. So I'm pretty much coming from like office to YouTube straight away, having done this all as soon as I possibly could. So I hope this was fun for you too. I have to say, I'm quite liking that YSL product and how it looks on my lips. What do you guys think? What are your favorite picks for the Sephora sale that you are looking to get? It's on for a while, so you know, there's always the opportunity for more. Quick note, the Parisian navy scarf on the mannequin there is absolutely a hint that the scarf is back in stock. So I literally just received them, hot off the press for any of you who've been wanting to get one. I do have some available now, and the stock is finite, and I won't be ordering any more after. So if you'd like one, it is back on my Nouvelle Apparel site, and those of you who've pre-ordered, your scarves will be going out on Monday. Should we say bye-bye, darling? Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.